say when you leap, the net will appear, and my mind is screaming, where's the fucking net? Get the net! Just a little side note. It's interesting that it's truly feeling blank. So I could get really uncomfortable about that and feel like I should just go, okay, bye. I'll just wait a little longer and see if anything comes up. Wow. This is interesting. Like, I'm not even thinking about things I thought this morning or freaking out. I'm just sitting here. So maybe the point is, when there's nothing to say, don't say it. Don't force it. Don't try to be something that you're not being in the moment, because that's being inauthentic. Like when you start talking because it's silence and you're like, awkward silence. Once you're trying to deal with the stress that your mind's freaking out that it's being silent and no one's talking. But silence is good. You learn the whole world of yourself if you were silent. Sometimes when my mind gets really busy, I feel like I'm off. I let my kids know I'm doing a day of silence, and they usually go, no, especially when they're younger. So they knew for the whole day I would not reply. They could talk their heads off if they wanted to, but I wasn't going to reply. And let me tell you something, some of the best conversations you'll ever have in your life are when you're quiet and you say nothing. Because people really want to hear themselves. And if you really just listen, they think you did them a favor. They think you did them a kindness. If they're yelling because they want you to do something and you're not replying, or they want to answer to a question and you don't reply, they figure it out themselves. It's actually a very loving space. I was at a seminar one time, a workshop actually, and I had severe laryngitis. And the doctor said I couldn't talk. And so I told the people in charge that I couldn't talk. And so I had a little white erase board for something I had to answer. But otherwise, for 3 days, I didn't say a word. And I had several people come up and talk to me about things that they were learning or things that they were getting out of it. I went to dinner with some people and had great conversation. And at the end of it, the person in charge said something about me not having spoken. And there's about 200 people there, and they turned and looked at me, and I just kind of smiled and waved and held up my white erase board. And the guy that had talked to me for a long time in the hall, he said, I talked to her earlier. We had the great conversation. We were talking, and I said, I never said one word. But what he was sharing was just something great that he saw about himself, and just this new opening for him and all this stuff. And because I sat there, it was just a space to receive it and send it back. He thought he had an amazing conversation, which he did. But we're always only having conversations with ourselves in our head. Either, I hate that guy, I don't want to pay that bill, those guys are jerks, or, oh, my favorite show's coming on tonight, or I wonder what he's doing, I wonder if I'm going to get text. You're only ever talking to yourself. And even like this video, I'm talking to myself. If you guys hear it, you hear it, but I am talking to myself. And that can be helpful or not so helpful. But if you're having a tough time and your mind's just getting really loud and you don't want to sit and meditate or breathe or anything, I invite you to say nothing. Don't text. Don't get on the phone. And people around you can freak and scream and yell if they want to, because that's what loud minds do. and see what comes up. It is absolutely crazy what can happen. So it's a fun experiment to do. I've done it probably like 6 times. And every time I do it, it's just like the best ever. And my kids every once in a while are like, you know, I need a quiet day. It's kind of like if you're diabetic or something, like a disease that has to do with your blood sugars or certain things in your body. If you will fast for a day, it'll regulate. And I feel like when the mind gets really loud, kind of like let it fast from the talking or the noise or the feeling of having to reply. Because you will start seeing people sorting their own stuff out. You will see that you're not actually what's going on around you. Even when you're not involved, things are just still moving. You'll see that they think that they feel like you really listen. And that's a comment I get from a lot of people, especially men, which I think is funny because I can be a talker, as you can see. But if I ever get a compliment, it's, you're just such an amazing listener. And I really do listen when I'm with people. I may share a lot and be goofy, but that's just kind of random. But if someone's there to talk to me, I really value that they want to share something with me, because time is our greatest value. So if someone is sharing with me, I'm pretty quiet, and I may comment or be excited for them or something, but other than that, I'm quiet. So while I could write volumes on people, even famous people, they can't write 5 pages about me, yet they think I'm their closest, dearest friend. I just listen. So I guess that's what there was to say. If it starts getting too loud, you get quiet. And it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. They will survive for 24 hours. But you will start to see yourself and the noise up here and how you feel down here in a whole different light. And it starts to take things off your shoulders too, because when you realize people will just go sort stuff out if they can't get you to do it all the time, which most of us, especially moms, are awesome at. Mom, mom, mom. You just run to shut them up, shut them up. Maybe just back up and, oh, fine. I just went and figured it out. But if they just learned to do that, all because you were taking care of you, then they could learn to take care of them. A gift to me is a gift to you. That's how it works. We have it backwards all the time. Like, if I give, then I get. Well, that's true. But if I give to me, they get to. So, that's what came up. Thanks for listening.